on earth.
Think about the Tucson Gem Show. You'll see things here that you won't see anyplace else on the planet.
I have a whole list of things I'm looking to find.
It all starts with one piece, one sample.
I'm gonna be digging through huge buckets and pails of gemstones.
This is what Tucson's all about. We meet the miner, find out where it came from, and then we go from there.
This is better than a tray of chocolate.
There's so much energy here.
I know so many people that the Tucson Gem event is on their bucket list. And so we can actually bring that Tucson Gem experience to everybody at home.
Well, hello, treasure hunters, gem collectors, jewelry lovers. It is the biggest gemstone event of the year at HSN. It's our Tucson Gem event. My name is Sarah Anderson. We have our resident rock hound, our globetrotter, our master designer. Jay King is here. Good to see you, Jay.
Last
2 hours of the visit.
Last 2 hours of the day, but I still got Sunday and Monday. What's really cool, I always like working with you, but also everything you're gonna see with the exception of one item that I can think of is brand spanking new.
Yeah, we've got tons of new. Also, $5 to fill your entire cart with all of your J. King favorites. And we also have 5 flex pay on everything. Let's preview a couple items. In fact, this one has my name on it, J. King. This is a beautiful indigo blue sapphire necklace. This is all genuine sapphires. Tell us about it, Jay.
This is actually a new sapphire that we're just now working with, and this is kind of, sapphires come in multicolors, right? Friday we had this beautiful pink sapphire that blew out. This is on the same scale. This is what everybody's looking at blue, and this is what they call indigo blue. This is like almost like an inky blue. Blue, and again, it's a brand new material that we're just starting to work with. Comes out of Madagascar.
Isn't that absolutely stunning? Look at all those faceted beads, and it's all done on the soft, flexible jeweler's wire. We have $75 off. It's a price for this day only. You're gonna be dripping in sapphires. I mean, when was the last time you could say that about a gemstone necklace? A true rare find from our Mine Finds by J. King. You can jump in on that one. And then we'll give you a look at another brand new discovery. This is called the Blue Forest Stone Oval Ring. Tell us about the Blue Forest Stone.
Okay, I've had this. This is a brand new mine find.
Mesmerizing.
It's brand new mine find. That this is the first time we've shown it. I've had the rough, actually, to be honest with you, I've had the rough for a few years, but this is the very first time that we've ever used it. It was sitting back in the warehouse, and we were going through it. It wasn't even on the, we didn't even have it on the inventory, rough inventory sheets. And so it was not only a new mine find when we found it in the Congo, it was a brand new mine find when we actually found the material in the warehouse. And so it's been found twice. We discovered it. And then, and then when we opened the barrels, I thought, holy cow, we bought this like 3 years ago, and so it was a new mine find at that time. And then for some reason it just got, like, if you can see our warehouses, they're just packed. And we found it again, so it was discovered. Wow. I love it. It's brand new. It's the first time. I don't know anybody else that's ever even seen this material or shown this material.
Any other selections of this?
I have nobody. As far as I know, we're the only ones that have it.
We'll have an entire collection of the Blue Forest coming up. We'll have an entire matching set, so just stay tuned. That's just to tempt you a little bit with the incredible rare finds. Also brand new, a dreamy, mesmerizing, serene aquamarine bead necklace. Look at our event price today. This is not 2 necklaces layered together. You're getting a double strand with all these gorgeous rondelle and big, chunky, oval, faceted beads. And it's the finest, beautiful, most opaque aquamarine.
I love this aquamarine, and this is probably one of the, well, as far as I know, this is the largest aquamarine necklace we've ever made. And I wanted to kind of something go big or go home as my theme. And so I made this. It's huge, all hand-cut beads, but it just nests so well. This is really, really a showpiece.
Okay, so hopefully you're starting your little wish list, your little shopping cart, and then you can place your order easily online at hsn.com, and you can also give us a call. We'll also open up our testimonial line. I know many of you have been shopping with J. King for many years here at HSN, and that's just a sneak peek, but we're gonna dive right in. Let's talk about the Tucson Gem event. It is the single largest loose gem show in the US and perhaps the world. It's been around for more than 60 years. It's held every single February. And this is where everybody in the industry goes, Jay.
This is like the Super Bowl, and I guarantee you it's the largest, I will absolutely guarantee this 100%. It's the largest event of its type in the world, okay? It's, in fact, the world comes to Tucson during this time of the year, the whole world. There are people in Tucson, I've been going for 40 plus years. So I've seen this thing as it grows and grows and grows, and how it's kind of, you know, it's morphed into something that's just unreal. Do you know that last year I was there for 3 weeks, I never saw the whole thing. It's impossible to see the whole thing.
It's intense, it's in hotels, you go to resorts, you go to the convention centers, exhibition halls.
And the thing is it's all of Tucson, and it's just spread out everywhere. And now what's happening is a lot of the international vendors and stuff, because they don't want to, every year, you know, they don't want to move their stuff. They're buying big properties and warehouses and building showrooms. And so you have whole countries that are coming together. It's really gotten crazy.
All right, well, that's just a little sneak peek into the Tucson Gem event, and we're gonna bring you some of their beautiful and best and brilliant stones to life. We have fewer than 100 of each of these, but this is a brand new mine find from Mexico, right? This is the Stella Stone pendant necklace. We also have the earrings for you. We have $75 off the necklace. We have $45 off the earrings. And these are all beautiful, earthy shades of the desert that you would think of when you visit Tucson.
Well, you know, this is kind of what Mine Finds is all about. And this is, I think, you know, we're a very niche business. I mean, probably one of the more niche businesses you can think of in the jewelry world. This is called Stella Stone. It was named by the miner, okay? And this comes out of northern Mexico. They have the exclusive mining rights on this. Now, this isn't some operation that works 24/7, 365 a year, right? They go down, they literally camp out in the middle of the desert in northern Mexico. They haul all their water in. They haul all their food in. This isn't a big operation. I think that they had a backhoe, and it's got like a plunger on it, so they can kind of like pound and break like a jackhammer. And they mine this all by hand. And how it's all determined is kind of like some of the operations that they have in Mexico. When they run out of food, water, and fuel, they're done. So then what they do, the mining operation for that year is over. They loaded it all up. This is the first time, as far as I know, this is the first time that anybody has ever seen this material. It's got a very unique look to it.
Yeah.
It's
all the neutrals that really go with everything.
It's very, it takes a nice polish though, but it's very unique, very different, and it's a brand new mine find.
Does come with the extender.
If you're one of those people that just has to have new mine finds, this is one of them.
Okay, and you can read all those great details on our web at hsn.com. Also available, these are just darling. They are brand new. We have 3 beautiful gemstones for you to choose from, and they're all surrounded in this beautiful open heart design done in solid sterling silver. We have the citrine, which is that beautiful juicy lemon yellow color. We've got the beautiful regal and royal deep purple in the amethyst, and then the most romantic and pretty and love and friendship stone in the rose quartz. They're less than $90. It's the most popular symbol in jewelry today, the heart. And those are just darling. Look at all the movement.
And here's the thing.
Floating.
What is the theme here? Colored quartz, right? It's all natural colored quartz. So you've got the citrine, which is colored quartz, amethyst, a colored quartz, rose quartz, a colored quartz.
Just a sneak peek, you'll see more of those throughout the hour. Would that be a wonderful little Valentine's Day gift to yourself?
Oh,
wonderful,
I didn't even think about Valentine's Day.
Idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Are you going to be with your wife for Valentine's? Or
my wife will be in England. My wife will be in England. I'm batching it for a month.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm sure she'll have the cameras in the house turned on and watching me, see what I'm doing.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I'm traveling too, so maybe not.
She'll have a hard time keeping track of you. Jay King flies his own plane, and that's exactly how we got here today. And we have a gorgeous opportunity for you. This is a big, bold, and beautiful amethyst heart and turquoise bead necklace. We haven't seen this in months, Jay. The size of these South African amethyst stones are literally off the charts. They are huge, giant, like boulders. We're looking at 27 by 28 millimeters in the center stone, 17 by 18 millimeters. Each of these are fancy carved hearts all faceted in amethyst, and you have the alternating beads with the Chilean turquoise that gives it that fun little pop of color.
Right, and you can see the way we did this, we faceted the front, but you can flip it over, it's reversible.
It's smooth on the back.
And it's smooth on the back.
So that feels super soft and cool against your skin.
If you don't want the bling, if you don't want the facets, all you do is you just flip it over, and then it's, okay, so now that's unfaceted. I'm more of a blingy kind of guy, I have to tell you, man. I'm all about the bling. I love this.
It's really sparkly. And tell us about your amethyst, because I know you really pride yourself on the sourcing of the gemstones.
Well, you know, like amethyst and I have a long history together. Do you know that amethyst too, you gotta really watch it. You know, GIA about 3 years ago, they had to actually come up with brand new tests because people were lab creating amethyst and counterfeiting it, but they were doing such a good job that the regular tests that the GIA did for amethyst would show it as real. And so they actually, if you think about that, for somebody to come up with a way to counterfeit amethyst, that shows the value of amethyst. I love, you know, like where I get my amethyst, mainly right now, I used to get most of it from Brazil, and then later Uruguay is where my two main sources. About 10 years ago, I started getting sources in Africa, and I have to tell you, the African amethyst right now, if you know, here again, just, you know, not everything you read on the internet's true, right? But if you do a little research on the internet, you'll find that most of the high quality amethysts in the go-to amethyst mines right now are in Africa. I just want to show you this. Here, hold these. Okay.
Yep.
You see that? Okay, that's Zambian amethyst, and here's the thing. That's the average size that I buy my amethyst from Zambia. And this is Zambian amethyst.
Yeah, let me compare that to the size of the stones.
Look at the size of the heart.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, so if you can see all the necklace, these beads up here, and this is Andean blue turquoise, by the way. All these beads up here, that's cut from the smaller crystals. But what we have to do, and the reason that these are really limited and what makes this so unique and so different, is the fact that there's very few crystals of this Zambian amethyst that are this big. We really, what we do when we get the material, the first thing we do is grade by size. Then we go back in and start grading by color, and also grading it in the different ways that you grade amethyst, mainly by color.
18 inches in the length.
But if you look at the size of these are huge crystals. Look at the hearts. These are all carved out of solid pieces, solid crystals. And, and each one of them is individually hand done, hand fasted. And look at this on Laura. Look at the size of this,
yeah, Laura's modeling with us today. Laura, you look stunning. That's really a nice big look on the neckline. So if you want something to really fill your neckline, it's sort of chunky and big and bold. I'm gonna ask Jennifer a ruler when she has a second, because sometimes you just need a ruler to measure these stones because they're so impressive, right? But let me show you the back here. It has a wonderful extender on the back that's all done for you in solid sterling silver. And this is a sterling silver hook closure. So you can actually find the perfect length anywhere between 18 and about 21 or 22 inches. So you can get the perfect measurement to fall right into your neckline. And then these are rondelle beads, and these are all faceted, alternating with the turquoise. And then you get down to these beautiful hearts. Those are all fancy cut. Must be really hard to cut amethyst into a heart, right? Isn't that a difficult stone
it's a crystal,
to cut?
like all these are done by hand, they're all hand shaped. So there's no machine that cuts these, right? So even when you take the hearts and you put them up next to each other, you'd see subtle difference. I mean, you know, I'd really have to point it out for you to actually see it, but they're not, this isn't something that you throw material in one side of a machine and crank the handle and it comes out the other, right? This really truly is art where they hand carve. Every one of these is hand carved from a solid amethyst crystal.
Every single one hand carved. all the jewelry you're gonna see tonight is all handcrafted. By the way, this is one of the few that you're getting a big discount, so $40 off the necklace. We also have a matching ring if you love amethyst. We have amethyst heart earrings coming up, but in the meantime, maybe jump right in on this ring. It's only $49.95, so another big discount to take advantage of. And it's a nice big size. It's all faceted. It's a beautiful oval, and there's a lot of solid sterling silver here.
These are all handcrafted sterling silver sheet. You might want to think about going up a size on this because they are manufactured true to size, but because of the design of the shank where it's so wide at the base, So if you wear a 7, go to an 8, and it's gonna fit perfectly. This is one of those, they've gone down on this crazy, crazy, crazy price. It would be impossible to actually make this with the amount of silver and the grade of amethyst that's in this, and be able to come in at that price. So if you get the necklace, or if you're interested in amethyst, or if you just want a really cool amethyst ring, you really might want to consider this. When I saw the price on this.
That's like a jawbreaker.
Well, when I saw the price on it, I went,
breathtaking stone. Yeah, that's not going to happen again. Limited quantities, but I want you to know that is available for you, $49.95. And throughout the show, you're going to see a bunch of fun items that pop up on the left-hand side of your screen. Items that we just might not have time for, or items that might match back nicely to our feature presentation. So you can see all of those. And you can also see the entire show on hsn.com if you want to follow along online, or get your app out, get the HSN app out. You can also order over the phone as well. We want to make sure that you're getting in on all of your favorites. All of these are limited. All these are exclusives. And you're getting a chance to shop with a master stone designer, a master collector. He's a resident rock hound. He travels the world, and he goes directly to the mines to bring you these amazing finds. And that's what we just love about having Jay King here. I mean, you go right to the source, and you can tell us where every stone comes from. Well, and
one of the advantages,
a lifetime of your connections.
The advantages that I have is that we actually do work from the rough material. But I will say that I do the easy part of this. Everybody else that works with me, they do the hard part. Most of the hard part is working with me, okay? But that's a challenge.
I can't imagine that, Jay.
It's a challenge, trust me. Okay, but the thing is, I have such a great team, and then we've made so many friends from all over the world, you know? And when we came up with this idea, and I was just kidding, we actually did this for Valentine's Day, so just so you know, but you were correct. Hearts and crosses are the two silhouettes that almost, even any really famous designer, which I are not, but really super famous designers, if you see, they all have hearts and crosses in their lines. They're the two most prominent silhouettes that everybody does. So if you think about it, I've been designing hearts and crosses for over 40 plus years. So it's a little bit hard to come up with something new and different. One of our younger designers that we have in our group designed this, which I think it's really good, because you have a heart within a heart, and then we had to decide what we're going to do for materials. And so the reason we did this is the very first time we've ever done this, by the way. This is the very first. You're looking at something, this is kind of like groundbreaking. This is all precious, they're all semi-precious colored quartzes. So you've got the citrine, you've got the amethyst, and so you've got the citrine from Brazil, amethyst is from Zambia, and then you've got the rose quartz from Madagascar. So 3 different countries, 3 different colored quartzes. And you know, there's, I think, 17% of the earth is comprised of quartz, but colored quartz is very, very rare. And that's why it is considered semi-precious.
And I know a lot of you collect amethyst, a lot of you collect citrine and rose quartz. Amethyst, the February birthstone. The rose quartz, always a symbol of love and friendship. And the citrine, of course, our November birthstone. The length of these, about 1.5 inches, but they're not small. Look at the size of that sterling silver heart. Remember, this is all precious metal and all genuine gemstones. And I love how this is floating. And Jay, that's got to be hard to do, because there is no bezel on that faceted heart, that beautiful heart-shaped fancy cut. That's an 11 by 11 millimeter. It's just hanging, it's floating.
It's, okay, and if you look at this, it's kind of like what we call an illusion setting. So it actually has that appearance where it's actually floating inside there. And what I love, it's 3-dimensional, and you can't, there's nothing, you know, so from front to back, you're always gonna see the stone. So you're really taking the material, in this case, the colored quartzes, you know, the amethyst, citrine, or rose quartz, and then, and these all the way, by the way, are all natural. There's no enhancements to them. They're cut from the natural crystals. And then it floats inside another heart. So you have a heart floating inside of a heart. And then these are all created from scratch by hand. So there's no components of this except for the finding, the actual earring finding is mass produced. Everything else is individually hand created completely from scratch by our artists.
So all you have to do is pick your favorite stone or your favorite color. You saw Laura wearing it there in the amethyst. I'm wearing it here in the citrine. So if you wear a lot of neutrals, if you wear a lot of browns, if you wear a lot of, I would say almost like a smoky quartz, I think you're gonna really love the citrine. Also, if you just want a little ray of sunshine, it's that beautiful little bright pop of lemon, and they do make you smile. And they're gonna, I'm sure, garner you a lot of compliments because everyone loves hearts. A perfect sign of friendship too. I just think this would be darling for a daughter, for a mom, for a sister, for a girlfriend. You know, Mother's Day is coming up, so you might want to jump in early for maybe a Mother's Day gift idea, maybe a little Valentine's Day gift to yourself, or maybe you're thinking ahead to some big spring occasions. Coming up, we have a brand new design, another big Tucson gem discovery. This is a combination of stones unlike anything else you've ever seen. In fact, we're calling it our red thulite and multi-gemstone beaded necklace. We have an event price of $109.98. And tell us quickly the list of gemstones that we're going to see in there.
So think about this. You're looking at 4 different materials from 4 different countries, 3 different continents. All right? So think of all the advantage miles you would gander if you do what I do for a living, okay? So you've got Wild Horse Jasper, which is the greens here. That comes from USA. You've got the Gaspiite, which is this kind of like lemon chrysoprase color. Then you got that beautiful aquamarine. This comes from a mine that's in northern China, but actually if you go over the hill, you're in Pakistan. And then the creme de la creme here, in something very rare and something that pretty much we've got pretty much for the last 3 years, we've pretty much got an exclusive. This is Norwegian thulite. And this material is really, really rare, but we got all the high quality. In fact, this year at the Tucson Gem Show, Christian, who actually owns the mine or has the claim on it in Norway, he calls us now for the last 2 years, and he called us and we bought the whole entire production for the year. So when we went to Tucson this year, we double checked, and he had none for sale.
This is actually
so we got it all.
Our only red thulite we have in our entire collection.
The only thulite for this show.
And I'm guarantee you're not going to find that anywhere else. And that's in all of HSN.com's inventory. So jump right in and join us. Our big Tucson Gem event. Hello, good evening. I'm Sarah. You're here with Jay King, our master designer, our resident rock hound. He travels the world to bring you the unusual, the rare, the exotic. And we have something that I have to say I haven't presented in years on television, which is an all genuine blue sapphire bead necklace. We're talking about one of the precious stones in the world of gemstone jewelry today. There's rubies and some emeralds and sapphires, right? I mean, the only thing that rises above is the diamond. This is a genuine sapphire beaded necklace. Look at how pretty it is. It's faceted, it's sparkling, it's glowing. It has that rich, deep blue indigo color, and it's brand new today at a price for this day only of $189.95. I never imagined, Jay King, in my wildest dreams, we would see a genuine blue sapphire necklace anywhere near this price. I'm sorry, $169.95.
And this is Indio Blue, so it's a brand new sapphire that we're just now getting. This is actually a brand new deposit, brand new mine find. It comes out of Madagascar. Now, we get a lot of our apatites out of Madagascar, and we're kind of specializing in that right now. That's one of the things, and also we get a lot of our labradorite out of Madagascar, a lot of our rose quartz, which is some of the finest. This is the first time that we have gotten other sapphires at different times out of Madagascar, but this is the very first time, and this is kind of the launch of this new material. I had enough to do this necklace. We're working on more material right now so we can do some pieces that are gonna match, that are gonna come in, that are cabs. That, they got that in the white box in there, so you're kind of getting, it's kind of washing it out, guys. It's not, when you get it, you can see it on Laura, yeah, if you look on this, you'll see, it's not, that makes it kind of look gray. It's not, it's blue. It's like almost like an inky blue.
Yeah.
It's kind of almost like a neon blue. It's really, really something. And you can see it on Laura, she's paired it up here.
Yeah, you can layer, sure, have a lot of fun with this piece.
But this is a great, you could dress up with it, you could dress down. This is something that really, if you look at it, is really a true treasure. It's semi-precious.
I mean, if you never imagined in your wildest dreams that you would own genuine blue sapphire, not one little stone on one ring, but look at all the stones you're getting here. And look at how beautifully selected and sorted they are. They are matched to perfection. You have an 18-inch length, plus you have the 2 3/4-inch extender that's all beautifully finished in solid sterling silver. It's all high polished. You've got that easy sort of fishhook closure, so you can anchor it anywhere along that length. And then you have the graduated design. Look at how beautifully matched these are. And they just float and cascade right over your collarbone. You have the largest stones featured right down here toward the center. And then look at those facets. They're dancing, they're sparkling, they catch the light. And those are all blue sapphires. This is the natural color, right?
Well, and this is the natural color, and that's so imperative here, is, you know, a large percentage of what you see in blue sapphires and stuff, I'm not knocking it, okay? But most of them they do an enhancement process, which is what they do. It's a oil treat where they heat them and they oil them, and then they heat them at different temperatures and let them cool, and then heat them and it darkens them up. So, but this is the natural color in this, and this is why I was so excited. Normally, when I get blue sapphire that's of this quality, it comes out of Mozambique, it comes out of Tanzania. There is a new deposit now in Zambia that we're looking at that is producing some very decent sapphires. But this is probably the most consistent and the bluest natural blue that rough material that I've ever been able to get. Now, we weren't able to get a lot of that, but we're still working on it. So down the road, hopefully at the end of 2019, we're working on enough material right now to do like a matching cuff and stuff. So if you buy this now, just be assured that down the road you'll have things that you can accessorize with it.
And so think about that. You're getting one of the top 3 most precious gemstones in the world today. If you're a September baby, you may not have your birthstone, right? This is a perfect stone for our September babies. It's also blue, which is, I know, one of your all-time favorite colors when it comes to gemstones. It's the color of loyalty. It's the color of faithfulness. That's why it's often chosen as an engagement band. You'll see blue sapphire in the crown jewels. You'll find this in the Tower of London. You'll find this worn on kings and queens and priests around the world. I mean, it really is one of the most revered gemstones in the world today. And you're going to be wearing an all genuine sapphire necklace for as low as, what, $33 a month. We have 5 flexible payments you can take advantage of. Space that out over time. And remember, you're only paying shipping and handling once on your entire J. King order. It's $5 to fill your cart. So if you want to shop the entire show, you'll only pay $5 shipping and handling for everything that you shop for today from J. King.
And check out the color on this.
Yeah,
is that
show
cool?
us, I mean, how pretty
this
is.
The bluey blue, okay? This is that Indio blue. And this is a really deep, dark blue for sapphire, right? And you can see the blue to it, and this is where the blue really comes out. And you see as you move it in different light sources, and I gotta tell you, stage light is not the best lighting to look at this, but here's what you're gonna find when you wear this, right? Depending on what you're wearing for the day, it'll pick up the colors of what you're wearing. Also, as you go from light source to light source, it will actually come to life. It will change different colors. And that's what's really cool about sapphire. And here again, this is a brand new sapphire from Madagascar. This is the first time we've ever debuted it. This is the first time we've ever used this material. That's a great shot.
I mean,
do you see how she just moved it? And now it's in a different light, kind of getting refracting on different lights. And you can even see where it turns even a darker blue. And that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna go light, medium, and then dark. And it will just change color. It's like a chameleon. It's really an interesting material.
Super flexible. I love that it's all done on the Soft Flex jeweler's wire. So as it wraps around your neck, it's gonna feel very soft. It's not gonna catch on anything. And look at how many stones are here, Jay. And it must take hours, right, to actually string each one of these?
You know, the big thing on this is
so they match and they
this is all cut from the natural rough. So the first thing we do is we read by size, then we bring it in, because these are just little crystals is what they are when they come in from the dig. And then we clean them all up, we grade them by size, and then the artists, they actually hand select them, and then they take them, and each one of these are hand sculpted, they're all hand fasted. This isn't all machine done. These are all done on what they call a flat lap. And they're literally done one at a time by hand. Then they take a diamond Dremel. It's kind of an ultrasonic drill that they drill the hole, and then they're strung. And they're strung on a very special material called Soft Flex that is very, very durable. So you don't have to worry about it breaking.
Yeah.
You know what?
Plus,
you could with the material that we use on this, very seldom, if it breaks or turns loose, it's usually at the finding. It's never like
it's
if you pull on thing, yeah,
in the
center.
Flex.
Yeah.
Not to mention the sapphire itself is second in hardness only to a diamond. We're talking about 9 on the Mohs scale, so it's very wearable.
It's funny that you say that because, you know, all the agates and everything that we polish, do you know what we polish them with? Sapphire powder. Because it's so hard, and it's harder than agate.
Oh my gosh, this is so popular. It's a price for this day only. It is brand new. If you're not shopping now, you might miss out on a brand new, genuine indigo sapphire necklace. But I want to go to the phones. We're welcoming in our next caller. Hi there, you're live on HSN with Sarah and Jay. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Jill, and I'm from Bedford, PA.
Hi, Jill. Welcome to the show. Say hi to Jay and tell us what you're shopping for.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I love this indigo blue sapphire necklace.
I'm so happy because it really is a cool material. The reason I get excited about it is a new mine find. It's a new sapphire that we're getting, and I just love the color. It is just really, really something special.
Well, you see, I have one similar to it in pink, which I dearly love. But I just think that for like every day I can wear this no matter where I go, whether I'm dressing up or whether I'm in my jeans or whatever.
You know, and that's the thing, you can dress up or down.
Oh, my goodness.
It's really something unique and different, and you're right, Jill. I mean, this is perfect for just casual, every day, or if you're really going someplace when you really are, you know, dressed to the nines, this is going to fit right in also.
Right. So this is my 4th piece, and I love your jewelry.
Oh, thank you so much.
Such good quality.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I love your stories because these are places I will never go, but to hear you tell us stories about them, it's very entertaining.
Well, thank you, thank you. You know, one of these days, you never know. You know, a lot of people. Right. You never know when you might travel, you know, so,
that's right.
But I'm glad that you enjoy it. I think that's what's fun for me is actually going around, and every time I see one of these, like, I get flashbacks. I get flashbacks of what happened on that trip and when we found it and all the different things. Some of the stories I can tell you, some of them I can't tell you. Some of them are very funny, but some of them when you're there and it's happening to you, it's not that funny. Then when you get back to the States, then it becomes funny. So, I mean, if all these stones could talk, oh my gosh! Well, some of them we would have to just silence them, put them away.
We'd have to have our, certainly our censored button ready to go, right? Thank you so much, Jill, for your call. We really appreciate it. She's loving the blue sapphire, and it is about 3/4 of the way sold out. We have just a little over 100 of these remaining. It's a perfect time for you to place your order right now. Give us a call or go online to hsn.com. The blue forest ring, that's coming up next. I can't wait to take you shopping and tell you about that incredible, unusual rare find. We'll talk more about Jay King, but first here's something you might want to check out from our friend Curtis Stone is in the house today. Enjoy.
I've spent a lifetime in the kitchen all over the world, and I've seen what it takes to make cooking easier, faster, and more simple. You don't need a professional kitchen to be able to cook a delicious meal. With the right kitchen tools, you'll be able to cook, create, and celebrate.
Don't miss the return of Curtis Stone's Kitchen Solutions, only on HSN.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one? I'd have to say FlexPay.
It allows me to get the things I want now
and make monthly payments
without any interest or fees.
I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom, a fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding,
and a little something just for me.
FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now
without the stress of having to pay for it all at once, and no interest. Beat that layaway.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm-to-skin difference, only with Beekman 1802.
This is what Tucson is all about. We make a lot of new friends, and we've already found some amazing new things. We can actually come here and then bring it to our HSN viewers.
And hey, we're in gem heaven here. Jay King is here. Laura's modeling one of our next designs. And we want to welcome you back into the show. My name's Sarah. Jay King is here. Before we get to our Blue Forest, which is this brand new rare find we're going to talk about, we're going to give you a little sneak peek at this 3-strand necklace. It's coming up in about half an hour. I want you to dive right in. And it is back by popular demand at $40 off. So just stay tuned. Can't give it all away, but tell us about these beautiful stones that we're going to see.
So you got two different kinds of turquoise. So you got the blue, this is Seven Peaks. This is Iron Mountain, the more of the greens and the tealy greens. And then you got that beautiful orange coral as spacer beads.
And it's all coming up at the top of the next hour, so stick around. You've got the nuggets, the square, the round beads, comes with the extender, and you're watching all genuine gemstones, all precious metal. And again, these are all HSN exclusives. You're not gonna find these anywhere else, and you're shopping with the one and only Jay King. He'll tell you all the stories. We had our last caller mention how much she is enjoying your stories, because we sometimes have to travel vicariously through Jay, who goes right to the African Congo to bring us the beautiful Blue Forest. We are going to have the most amazing collection for you. If you want a mesmerizing new mine find, it's called the Blue Forest stone. We're gonna start with the ring. We have a necklace, we have earrings, we've got a bracelet, we have a cuff, but it is, I would say, probably just jaw-dropping in its beautiful blue hues.
And this is a brand new mine find, okay? And the funny story on this is it was discovered twice in my lifetime here, okay? Once when we found it, we went out on a malachite buying trip. And in the Congo, where this comes from, it used to be called, referred to as the Belgian Congo. It's now the Republic of Congo. You know, what happened in this region, and you've probably seen it on TV, you just don't realize that you're actually seeing the Congo, is a lot of the reality shows, they used to have these guys that were gold miners, they were from America. And what happened in the Congo is that it's unbelievable mineral wealth there, and you get some incredible, incredible materials. But what happened is, at first they found oil. So when they found oil, they lost a lot of the miners, right? Because they went to the oil fields to work, you could make big money, right? And then the second thing that happened that killed it is they found gold. And then everybody started mining gold. And you've seen actually reality TV that they're going there and they're mining gold. And there's people from all over the world that came. They had a gold rush. So everybody left. And so when a lot of these materials like this got set by the wayside. Now, I will tell you this. I don't know of anybody else, this is brand new, a brand new mine find. I don't know of anybody else that has this material. I've never seen this material before. You're getting to see its debut right here. The funny thing,
I tried to find something on the
there's
internet
nothing. There's nothing
about the
on
Blue Forest. There's nothing available. That's why this is so rare and so exciting. Let's introduce you to the ring. It's here today at $89.98. You're seeing it for the first time. It's got this nice, beautiful tri-split design where the shoulder design has the 3 bands.
You definitely want to go up a size on this.
Okay.
Okay, when you buy. Don't order to size.
Okay, good to know. We do have sizes 5 through size 12. That center stone is a 29 by 22 millimeter center stone. Let's talk about these colors. It looks like shades of blue and turquoise and teal and almost a wonderful matrix of brown or black, almost like you're looking at the ocean from outer space.
You know, that's what I was going to say. You know what it reminds me of? And actually, when we first got the material and we cut the material and polished it, it actually reminds you of actually being in outer space. And you're out there in the stratosphere and you're looking down on planet Earth. It kind of gives you that feel that where you're seeing it and you see all these different colors. It has kind of that feel to it. It's really unique. And I will tell you this right now, like every one of these, when you get them now, all the silver work is going to be similar. It's all, you know, because we're hand making to that pattern. But every stone, because of the nature of this, every one of them is going to be uniquely different in their own right. Every one of them is truly a one-of-a-kind design. I just love this material. And you know what's really, it doesn't test as like as a chrysocolla or any of the known. It's like all these different
really
minerals
different.
combined. That's why they're calling it a stone, like a blue. They call it blue forest, and is the name they gave for it.
I mean, it really is like getting a custom ring. Each one will have a unique fingerprint.
Each one is going to be totally different, right?
And depending on the selection of the original specimen, all the rings and the earrings could be slightly different. However, when you do get the matching earrings, they're going to be selected so they have a wonderful similar look. And then when you purchase the necklace, which is coming up as well, you're going to see incredible big blue presentation, you know, on the necklace. So that's all coming up for you as well. But just to show you, the 3 samples we have right here in our studio are all slightly different shades. So the samples will differ, but know that whichever one you receive, I think is the one that was meant for you, right? It'll be so personal.
Yeah,
it'll be one of a kind.
Here's what we do on this, okay? And so when we do this on purpose, so we're showing you kind of the spread of colors that we got. So what we'll do is when we make these, because they're all created from natural material, right? These aren't dyed, they're not enhanced. Mother Nature doesn't make anything matchy-matchy in most cases. Okay, so what we do is we try to do the samples where everybody can see the kind of the spread that you're gonna get on this. They are, again, you're dealing with a natural material. This is a brand new mine find. So if you're one of those people that really likes, that's kind of what we built our show on, that's kind of our niche. We bring things to you that you would normally never, ever see. So we go out and we find materials that nobody had probably ever had thought of actually putting into jewelry or making into jewelry, but because of how we manufacture and how we design, we can actually bring them into designs and bring them to you. So that's kind of the fun thing I think that we all do, and that's the thing I actually enjoy the most, is actually finding new materials. And I have to tell you, even on something like this, it's so strange because I go to these miners who I've known, a lot of them I've known for almost 40 years, but I always ask them, what do you have new? What have you guys found new? And they always show me the same stuff. And just like in this case, this guy mines malachite. He's the guy, I've showed you malachite, he's the guy that we get our malachite from. So I was going around and he says, he's showing me malachite, same old, same stuff. And he had this in the back, there were some barrels, and I said, what's this? He goes, oh, I don't know, my brother, he mined it, he brought it in, we don't even know what it is. And I said, you gotta be kidding me. And I took it, and then we brought it back, we tested it, we played with it. But I don't know anybody that has this material. And so here again, this is a small dig, right? It's a surface deposit. And probably the only time you'll probably ever see the material. This isn't something that they actively mine. So that's what Mine Finds is about. It's about discovery. And
I just discovered this for the first time. In all my years of presenting jewelry on television, I've never seen this. I'm glad you discovered it twice, Jay.
Well, that's another thing. Okay, so we bought this. It's got to be 3 years ago. It might be as much as 5. I don't know, because as I get older, my memory kind of fails. But this is how crazy my life is, right? So we have these huge warehouses, and we buy the rough and work from the rough. And so it was in barrels. Yeah. And we found it in the warehouse. So it got discovered twice.
We're so glad you rediscovered the beautiful silver blue forest stone oval ring. Now we have the ring, we have the earrings, we have the necklace, and we have 2 different bracelets for you. I want to introduce you to each of them very quickly. However, let's go to the phones and say hi to our next caller. Welcome, you're live on HSN with Sarah and Jay King. Thanks so much for calling. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hi there.
Hello.
I think she's ordering the Blue Forest. Okay, give us 1 second and we'll check in with our next caller. Hi, you're live with Sarah and Jay King. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Diane. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Diane, yeah.
Hi, Diane. Welcome to the show. Say hi to Jay.
Hi, Jay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I've been watching you for, I think, over 8 years or so, and I talked to you before, and I love rings, I told you, and I said I had over 70 rings. And I remember you said, where do you put 70 rings? Well, I have a nice jewelry box my husband made, and so I just got the Blue Forest stone.
A great new Mine Find. It's a great look. Yeah, with that many rings, you could probably start your own Mine Finds retail shop.
Well, I wouldn't want to give you any competition, Jay. But I'm loving your jewelry. I just like all of your jewelry, and I have a lot of it, and I wear it and always get compliments on it. So it's just wonderful. And as the other folks said, love to hear your stories.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. You're really going to enjoy this. And like I said, every one of these are so unique. And what's really cool is you can say you will be the only one that really has this material when people ask you. You can't go to any jewelry store and say, I'd like to get some more of this. See what they say. They'll say they never have seen it. They don't know. And that's the cool thing, I think.
Yeah.
You got something that very few people, unless they're watching today, will have it.
Yeah, so that's the fun of getting that, getting your jewelry with all those wonderful different stones.
Well, thank you,
so
Diane.
much, Diane.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry it took so long. You take care. You
know what? You do get bragging rights. You get to sort of show it off, and then everyone's going to be grabbing your hand. I want to mention all the matching pieces. So here's the ring, 652-519, and you're getting that in sizes 5 through size 12. Remember, Jay did recommend that maybe you go up a size because there's so much sterling silver all the way around.
And the reason I'm saying that is this, okay? Because they're made true to size, but if you look at the width of the shank, right? So you really want to go up a size, really, because of the width. Now, I will tell you this, and so you see, when if it's not true, then don't say it. But what I love about this and how they're manufactured, you notice how Sarah can put her fingers together. Yeah, right? That
nestles right between your fingers. And it doesn't flip or spin either once you get the perfect size.
And the reason is because they're handcrafted from sterling silver sheet material. They're not cast. These are all hand done from sheet material.
So pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Now let's introduce you to the matching bracelet. We have a stretch
and
bracelet.
Look at the color in this. Is that amazing?
Isn't that pretty? I mean, every single bead looks a little different. You might see stars in a night sky. You might see the ocean. You might see planet Earth from outer space. I mean, no matter which way you look at it, you're going to see something absolutely captivating and mesmerizing. The stretch bracelet will fit up to a 7.5-inch wrist, and that's done on that beautiful jeweler's elastic. So easy on, easy off, no clasp. That's the bracelet. There's only about 150 to go around now of the bracelet. $79.98 for that. And then wait till you see the necklace. I mean, the necklace almost deserves its own show. However, so many of you shopping it early, we're down to 3 dozen. It is extraordinary. Look at the oval cabochon here. A 30 by 40 millimeter blue forest stone, a one-of-a-kind, Mother Nature's finest gift. And then look at the textured detail in that solid sterling silver bezel that almost adds to that wave or linear or nature-inspired design. It's all solid sterling silver, and it comes on the beaded necklace that does have the extender that's more of the blue forest stones all the way around. It's spectacular. That's also brand new. I don't think that's going to last very long as well. Okay, down to 2 dozen of those. We have 100 pairs of the earrings, and then I'm gonna measure the earrings for you. You can see they're just a little over 1 inch in length, and they're almost as wide, about 3/4 of an inch in width. And then you get that beautiful presentation, like modern art. This looks like something you'd find in a museum or an art gallery. Be sure to scoop those if you're picking up on the ring. And then here, the piece de resistance is this magnificent cuff. Same size of that beautiful blue forest stone that you see in the pendant. However, it's done in the east-west design with the triple design that wraps around the shoulders. And then look at all the solid sterling silver. Where do we begin on that cuff? Look at that gorgeous stone. And that's gonna fit up to about a 7.5-inch wrist.
Well, I will tell you this, okay, and I know that they have to measure these, but if you turn this, if you turn it sideways or on the top like this, you see how this is engineered? So this is actually separate from this. This is all done by hand. This is what we call half round. So our silversmiths, they take the half round sheet wire, which they actually create. They put on. What's great with this, you can put it on. It fits almost anybody. So you've got a small, if you got a really small wrist, you probably won't want to consider this. But if you have a medium wrist or a larger wrist, this is perfect. And the reason is because it is handcrafted from sheet material, from the half round material. It's malleable.
So fabulous, so striking. You're gonna feel like a 1 in a million because that's how few of you are getting in on the beautiful blue forest. Again, that's an exotic find from the African Congo. That's what our Tucson Gem event is all about. about. You never know what you're gonna see next. You never know what story you're gonna hear next. And let me give you this quick update on our beautiful, brand new, genuine sapphire necklace. We have a price for this day only. More than 400 of you said yes, and we're down to our final, fewer than 100 now to go around. We're down to 50. We have 50 of you that can get in on a genuine sapphire necklace. We're talking the best of the best, the most precious of all gemstones, really in a class by itself with royalty. It's so fabulous. You've got the faceted sparkle rondelles that go all the way around. I never imagined in my wildest dreams I would see a sapphire beaded necklace for $169.95. So unfortunately that means I have to take it off, but hopefully that means it's going to a good home, hopefully yours. You can always place your order online at hsn.com. Give us a call and jump right in because we're in the midst of our beautiful Tucson Gem event. We have 5 flex on everything in the show, and it's only $5 shipping to fill your cart with anything and everything J. King. And here's another multicolored style. This is brand new. We gave you a sneak peek earlier. This has 4 different natural minerals from 4 different countries. It's all handcrafted. You get the variety of shapes and sizes. Red thulite, chalcedony, aquamarine, yellow magnesite. This is like a gem lesson, right? J. King, are you gonna give us a lesson on some rare minerals?
Well, you have, okay, and here you got 4 countries. So think about this, just putting a deal like this together, put a design like this together. You have 4 different countries, you have 3 different continents that you have to travel to. So I'll just run this down to you, I'll go down on the lower. The most interesting is this ruby red color here. This is Norwegian thulite. It's actually the national stone of Norway. There's only one known deposit of the thulite that I'm aware of, and we actually know the miner. It's on a farm, and there's a swampy area that surrounds this outcropping where this material is located. They literally have to walk in. That's the only way you can get in there. It's a swamp, so you can't get a motorized vehicle in it. They do this all by hand. They take air jacks. So they pack in all the fuel, they pack in all the tools. They mine for about 2 months out of the year during the summer, and then how they get the material out, they put them in these big bags, they're jump bags, and they bring in a helicopter. And the helicopter hooks it up, and that's how they get it out. They bring it out in a helicopter to a staging area, and then, of course, that's where they load it on the truck. We met this, Christian's the name of the miner, and he has the mining rights to the deposit. And so he actually, for the last 3 years now, and this year, he called us up at the end of the summer, told us what he had, told us how much of the A-grade material was available, and so we scooped it all up. So this year in Tucson, when you went to his booth, well, to his tent actually, where he sells, he had 0 thulite. Wow. And so it shows you that we are controlling the material. Then you got this beautiful aquamarine, and that comes out of a very remote mine. They actually have to walk. It's about a 25-mile hike into the deposit. And if you went over the mountain, you would be in Pakistan. So it's in very, very northwestern China is where the deposit is. Then you have this amazing, you see this yellow, they're calling it magsite. It's actually a gaspiite that it looks like lemon chrysoprase, but it's a gaspiite, right? And then down here, you see these right here. This is all from the US. These are wild horse jasper. So you've got wild horse jasper, you've got aquamarine, you've got gaspiite, which is like a lemon chrysoprase yellow color that they call it. It's African gaspiite. And then of course that ruby red, that's Norwegian thulite.
You know, you almost forget watching your shows for so many years, J. King, as I have, that these are all handcrafted.
No, they're all done from scratch.
They're all done from the rough. And that just blows my mind when you think about the prices that you get to take advantage of today. These are not mass produced. These are not pre-calibrated, pre-cut stones. These are not made in a factory. These are not made by a computer like so many of our other purchases are. These are one of a kind. Each one, I mean, the human energy that goes into every single piece is really extraordinary. And I think you can feel that. You feel special when you wear these pieces.
You know, we have a very unusual, we have a niche business. I don't know of anybody, I'm not aware of anybody that does everything we do. But the main thing is we work only from the raw materials. And we always go, in 90% or better of the cases, we're dealing mine direct. And even if, you know, like even if I can't go there, like the Andean blue turquoise and everything, well, right now it's summertime in Chile. So we have somebody that goes for us every 2 weeks. He's a local. So every 2 weeks he goes to the mine and he buys the material.
Quick update, the stone cuff has sold out, the blue forest, congratulations. We still have the stretch bracelet. I believe we still have the ring and we still have the necklace, but all of those going very, very quickly. Everything in the show, oh, the necklace sold out too? Oh, wow, congratulations, everybody. Oh, you're gonna be so thrilled with that purchase. So we're down to just the earrings and the stretch bracelet. And the ring?
And the ring.
It's hard to keep up. Everything's going so fast. Okay, we're gonna move on. So final call on this absolute gorgeous brand new Tucson Gem Discovery piece. A variety of the shapes and the colors, and I think it's just gonna be so fun. It'll go with everything. A lot of earthy shades. You've got that nice deep red thulite. Again, that's the only red thulite we have in our entire collection here from J. King at hsn.com. So. And something we're not gonna have a lot of time for, but I wanna give you a quick look live, is our amber and turquoise beaded necklace. Now, I know J. King is a huge fan of this color combination, and you're getting a beautiful look at genuine Ukrainian amber, 30 to 50 million years old. And then look at the pairing with the gorgeous, I believe this is from your personal collection, right? This vintage turquoise?
This is vintage turquoise. This is what we call antique turquoise. It's Hubei. And this comes out of my private collection that I've sourced over the years. We did a big Hubei project in December that went over like gangbusters, and they went crazy. This is actually, these nuggets are out of material that I collected over 10 years ago. And I've had setting it, I only use them on special occasions, and this was one of the special occasions I broke it out for. This is a very, one of the oldest vintage turquoises I have, paired with the latest new mine find in amber.
And I'll tell you, you probably haven't seen this price, because now we have taken more than $50 off today, $144.95, lowest price ever. And another quick update, as we want to make sure that you got in on that one. Final call on that sapphire necklace. Congratulations. So that is officially sold out. Now, if you love sapphires, wait till you see what we have coming up next, our emeralds. Emeralds are around the corner, so we're not stopping there.
Not only emeralds, but we also have a brand new emerald for you. It's the only second time in my life that I've ever done emerald.
Yeah, and 5 minutes away, we have a triple strand necklace. We gave you a sneak peek earlier. Hundreds of you had a chance to jump in, but let me share the official details with you so you can start placing your order. It is done in 3 strands, featuring some of the most beautiful, gorgeous turquoise stones, and a little splash of coral in that too, right?
You know, just a little splash. You know, just that right amount to just kind of give you the play of colors there.
Isn't that
Break
cool?
it up.
Jay does all the layering for you. He gets you dressed in the morning. We're gonna jump right into our ring that's coming up next, and this is the oval amethyst sterling silver ring. We gave you a sneak peek earlier, but if you didn't get a chance to shop this look, it's here for $49.95. It's a true mine find in that it is genuine amethyst, but it's also the lowest price we've ever offered. So you get a big discount there, over $30 off our regular price. Still 5 flex pay on everything. Get it home for less than $10. $5 to fill your entire cart with anything and everything at J. King as far as shipping goes. We'll just give you about 90 seconds to shop. And with all the other amethyst pieces we had earlier, if you don't mind handing me that heart necklace we had as well, you might be able to put together a perfect collection for all the February babies that are out there. This is your birthstone.
Yeah, and I would take this as, you know, like I always tell people, like the only time I don't actually cut things from scratch is I have opportunity buys where people, you know, for some odd reason or whatever, I mean, you just get this incredible, incredible deal. And you know that you couldn't ever even manufacture it for what they're selling it to you for. Well, this is your opportunity buy, okay? So you have this ring. We don't have a lot of them, but you've got this amazing, and this is super high grade Zambian amethyst. The silver work on this is just unbelievable. All done from sterling silver sheet by hand. It's polished to a mere finish. A lot
of silver.
The only way, look, I've manufactured jewelry every way you can manufacture. I don't know any way that I haven't tried. I always go back to the same thing. I always go back to handcrafted because you will never get the detail, you will never be able to get the polish, you'll never be able to get the look that you get unless you have silversmiths and you do everything by hand. And so all my lapidary work's done by hand, it's not machine done. All the silver work, I guarantee it's all done by hand in this case on this particular ring.
Incredible.
And you've got this huge, big, bold piece. Now, for the price that they're selling this, for the price they're selling this for, I couldn't, and I'm the manufacturer, I make this from scratch. I couldn't make it and sell it to you for this price. I personally, so they're giving you a huge discount on this. And even the prices that we come in at originally, those are unbelievable prices just because we're the manufacturer and we're selling direct. So it's just an unbelievable deal.
Where would we be without our fabulous J. King? We've got more J. King. We've got a 5 and 5. We've got emeralds and sapphires and more. Oh my, coming up right after this. Don't go away.
There's nothing like this. This is a world of